Hello dear friends, it's Fishy here. It's time for Bruno's teaching. And Bruno said, I am not angry at anyone. I wouldn't think of fighting with people. I can't think of doing that because, on the contrary, I want to help people. Yes, dear friends, and Bruno is here to help us. He's not here to create any fights, any battles. He spent all his life helping people, and he spent all his life living a life of non-violence, non-aggression. Yes, dear friends, Bruno never fought back in his time. When people attack him, and when people abuse him, make the fake news, the fake accusation against Bruno. And Bruno never talked anything bad against those people. And Bruno said, I don't react to evil, so it runs cold itself. Yes, dear friends, when Bruno was little, he was very good at home, and he always did what his parents asked. Make the table, boil the kettle, do the housework. And nevertheless, his older brother got jealous because his parents always praised Bruno. So that's what's happened among siblings, dear friends. The one gets jealous about each other, even though that was his fault, but he doesn't realize to change the way he is. So the older brother of Bruno once poured a boiling hot coffee on Bruno's head, and Bruno's other sisters were screaming because they were shocked what Bruno's older brother has done to him. But Bruno didn't get hurt. He didn't get injured at all. He just stood there. Seems nothing happened. He was very, very calm, even though he was only very little. He knew, his soul knew, he does not retaliate. He let the evil run cold itself. Yes, dear friends, but not retaliate, not arguing back. And we try the path of non-violence. It is very common, dear friends, amongst your siblings, especially in partnership. In marriage, we argue all the time. Seldom a couple does not argue. I argued with my wife before. I didn't know any better. And you must have noticed that when you say something, your partner says something back, and then you are not happy, and you keep arguing and arguing, you both. And to reach one point, you got so upset. So the argument might turn into abusive comments verbally, or might turn into a fight. I saw that in my life. A wife was arguing with her husband, and then the husband at the end got really angry, upset, and then he hit her. So by the end of the day, dear friends, arguing with each other only brings miseries and harms to us, to both parties who involved in the argument. Yes, dear friends, you might win the argument, but your partner got hurt, and then he or she will naturally release that kind of emotion and will hurt you back. Nobody really wins the argument. The only time we win is by not arguing at all, by not even nagging, because when people getting bored of our nagging, you know what they're gonna do. They're not happy, they get angry, and they say, stop talking. There's no point of forcing anything through. And Bruno said, I have to wait. Everybody has to wait. If I force things to happen, and I go away with my empty hand. So everything has a timing, dear friend. I have a friend of mine, and he's 7 years older than his wife. He always wants his wife to listen to him and follow him because he's more experienced, because he's older, and his wife does not do so. So he keeps nagging and keeps telling her off, and often this argument broke out. Yes, dear friends, and force things upon others will always go away with empty hands. So human beings, especially in a marriage, in a relationship, we're here to serve each other. We're not here to demand from each other. How much expectation we have from others, and how much expectation we have for ourselves. A husband came back home. He wants a good meal from his wife. If his desire doesn't get satisfied, he gets angry. Whose fault is that, dear friends? Him or his wife? Of course, it's his fault. He should not demand anything from his wife, but rather appreciate what he was given by his wife. He should give thanks if his wife served a good meal to him. He should also give thanks when his wife just served a plain meal to him. Always gratitude. Never demand and always obtain. I wish you have a good day and God bless.